King Charles III gives health update during visit to cancer treatment facility. King Charles III offered a brief health update during his return to public duties after being diagnosed with cancer earlier this year. Charles, 75, and Queen Camilla visited a cancer treatment center on Tuesday, April 30, and interacted with various patients. Discussing his own diagnosis, the King said the news was a bit of a shock at first, according to multiple UK outlets. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. When one patient asked how he's been doing, Charles replied, "Not too bad," revealing that he was set to undergo treatment this afternoon as well. News broke in February that Charles was being treated for an unspecified type of cancer that was discovered after a planned prostate treatment. He has since been named Cancer Research UK's newest patron. Details of his diagnosis have been kept under wraps over the past few months while the monarch has stayed mostly out of the public eye, with other royal family members standing in for Charles at official engagements. Buckingham Palace confirmed on Friday, April 26, that the King would be making his first appearance since his diagnosis. His Majesty the King will shortly return to public-facing duties after a period of treatment and recuperation following his recent cancer diagnosis, the statement read. To help mark this milestone, the King and Queen will make a joint visit to a cancer treatment centre next Tuesday, where they will meet medical specialists and patients. The palace went on to say that Charles' medical team is encouraged by the progress he has made thus far and remain positive about the treatments. Forthcoming engagements will be adapted where necessary to minimize any risks to His Majesty's continued recovery, the statement concluded. The pacing of the King's programme will be carefully calibrated as his recovery continues, in close consultation with his medical team. Ahead of Tuesday's outing, Charles and Camilla, 76, celebrated their 19th wedding anniversary. Their relationship milestone was marked by a new photo of the couple. Charles was all smiles as he walked next to Camilla, whose arm was wrapped around her husband. The new portrait was also released to mark the one-year anniversary of Charles' coronation, which will be celebrated on Monday, May 6. As the first anniversary of the coronation approaches, their Majesties remain deeply grateful for the many kindnesses and good wishes they have received from around the world throughout the joys and challenges of the past year, the palace wrote alongside the new image. Charles assumed the throne following the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in September 2022. King Charles III made his first public appearance since being diagnosed with cancer with his wife, Queen Camilla, by his side. Looking in good spirits as he and Camilla, 76, waved to the cheering crowd, the King, who is now Cancer Research UK's new patron, visited a specialist cancer centre in London on Tuesday, April 30, in support of staff, patients and ongoing research. The monarch, 75, has stayed away from public events and crowds since an Easter Sunday church service. Buckingham Palace confirmed on Friday, April 26, that Charles would return to public duties for the first time while being treated for an undisclosed form of cancer. His Majesty the King will shortly return to public-facing duties after a period of treatment and recuperation following his recent cancer diagnosis, read a statement at the time. To help mark this milestone, the King and Queen will make a joint visit to a cancer treatment centre next Tuesday, where they will meet medical specialists and patients. According to the palace, Charles' medical team is very encouraged by the progress he has made and remain positive about his recovery. Forthcoming engagements will be adapted where necessary to minimize any risks to His Majesty's continued recovery, the statement continued. The pacing of the King's programme will be carefully calibrated as his recovery continues, in close consultation with his medical team.